Hello and welcome to Consumers and Civil Justice. A group of online dating companies have agreed to install safeguards to protect customers from sex offenders after a woman was sexually assaulted on a date and filed suit. Match.com, eHarmony, Spark Networks have agreed in the settlement, among other things, to check subscribers against national sex registries, supply members with online safety tips, and provide a quick way to report abuses. A group of Central Texas residents have filed a class action lawsuit accusing some of the most popular mobile phone apps of stealing address book data such as names, phone numbers, email addresses, and more. So be careful when you're downloading those apps. And a federal judge has awarded $8 million to the families of 2 students killed in the Virginia Tech shootings in 2007. The wrongful death suit against the school claimed university officials failed to warn students about the presence of a gunman on campus, which led directly to the death of the students. 4 top banks agreed to pay $95 million to settle charges they used fraudulent paperwork in thousands of foreclosure actions. The scheme was uncovered by a whistleblower, that meaning somebody had information that knew something, investigating fighting foreclosure of her own house. And the New York Times reports that Johnson & Johnson executives decided in 2009 to phase out a hip implant and sell off its inventory for use in patients, just weeks after the Food and Drug Administration asked the company in a letter for safety data about the implant. J&J denies any wrongdoing. A Louisiana judge has approved a settlement and compensation of $750,000 for a New Orleans man who spent almost 30 years in prison convicted of a rape he did not commit. And a lawsuit has been filed against Ford Motor Company, alleging the company sold trucks with defective fuel tank linings for a decade, hiding the information from customers. Ford, of course, disagrees. A New Mexico woman has reached an undisclosed settlement with Freedom Airlines after she was kicked off an airplane for breastfeeding her child. Oh my goodness. The claim was that the lawsuit, that her rights were affected when a flight attendant first asked her to cover up with a blanket and then kicked her off the plane. And a second lawsuit has been filed against Apple's voice-activated Siri, accusing the company of exaggerating the program's ability in its advertising. The lawsuit claims Siri often provides the wrong answer, I guess depends on who you're talking to user questions, and does not understand voice commands. I've seen that happen. And the Wall Street Journal reports that the Justice Department has sued Home Depot in a Flagstaff, Arizona store with illegally firing a National Guard soldier for taking too many absences to fulfill his service obligations. That's not very good. And according to people close to the matter, Bayer agreed to pay at least $110 million to settle around 500 lawsuits over claims that its oral contraceptive Yasmin and Yaz caused injuries to the venous thrombolism. And in verdicts, the Louisiana jury awarded $10 million in punitive damages to a man who says his 7 years of cleaning Exxon Mobil's offshore drilling pipes contaminated with radiation caused his prostate cancer. A New York trial judge dismissed a lawsuit against New York Law School by former law students over alleged inflated graduate and job rate statistics. And there are a lot of those cases going on. And lastly, the FDA alert declares that consumers should avoid skin lighteners and anti-aging creams and other cosmetics that may contain toxic levels of mercury. See you in a couple of weeks.